Uspap Page 23. Standard 2. Document the identity of the client in the work file and must state in the report that the identity of the client has been withheld at the client's request. The restricted appraisal report is for client use only. Before entering into an agreement, the appraiser should establish with the client the situations where this type of report is to be used and should ensure that the client understands the restricted utility of the restricted appraisal report. E. State the intended use of the appraisal. Comment. The intended use of the appraisal must be consistent with the limitation on use of the restricted appraisal report option in this standards rule, i.e., client use only. E. State information sufficient to identify the real estate involved in the appraisal. 39. Comment. The real estate involved in the appraisal can be specified, for example, by a legal description. Address, map reference, copy of a survey or map, property sketch, and/or photographs or the like. IV. State the real property interest appraise. V. State the type of value and cite the source of its definition. 40. Comment. When an opinion of reasonable exposure time has been developed in compliance with Standards Rule 1-2, c. The opinion must be stated in the report. V. State the effective date of the appraisal and the date of the report. 41. Comment. The effective date of the appraisal establishes the context for the value opinion, while the date of the report indicates whether the perspective of the appraiser on the market and property as of the effective date of the appraisal was prospective, current, or retrospective. V. State the scope of work used to develop the appraisal. 42. Comment. Because the client's reliance on an appraisal may be affected by the scope of work, the DE report must enable them to be properly informed and not misled. Sufficient information includes disclosure of research and analyses performed and might also include disclosure of research and analyses not performed. E. When any portion of the work involves significant real property appraisal assistance, the appraiser must state the extent of that assistance. The NAMLs of those providing the significant real property appraisal assistance must be stated in the certification, in accordance with Standards Rule 2-3. Reached P-appraisal methods and techniques employed. State the value opinions and conclusions. 71. Income approach must be explained. 71. 715,716,717 Anenian 22. Scope of work in market value appraisal Asigid AOL Hin Scope of work 39 See Advisory Opinion 2 Tion of Subject Property 152 p.